like this Yellowstone thing. We thought it was just this crazy place with hot springs.
Joe Rogan has recently made headlines with his surprising statement about Yellowstone National Park being closed down due to a surprising event unfolding within its boundaries. With his huge following and reputation for discussing thought-provoking topics, Rogan's comments have created curiosity and concern among his fans and the common folks. In this video, we will get into the details behind Rogan's claim, exploring the possibilities, and examining the truth behind the headline. Yellowstone National Park, established in 1872, is an iconic natural treasure located in Wyoming, but extending into Montana and Idaho. Spanning over 2.2 million acres, the park is popular for its exceptional geothermal features, including the famous Old Faithful geyser, large wildlife populations, breathtaking landscapes, and rich biodiversity. The park attracts millions of visitors each year who come to witness its majestic beauty and experience its unique natural wonders. Known for his no-holds-barred discussions and interviews with a wide range of guests, Joe Rogan is admired for his ability to tackle controversial subjects with honesty and intellectual curiosity. However, his recent statement regarding the closure of Yellowstone National Park and the presence of a terrifying event has left many wondering about the truth behind his claim. What terrifying thing would have happened that made Yellowstone close down? Yellowstone National Park has attracted visitors for many decades. However, imagine a scenario so terrifying that it forces the closure of this beloved national park. While Yellowstone is famous for its geological activity and occasional disruptions, it is interesting to explore the hypothetical possibilities of a cataclysmic event that could potentially lead to its closure. Supervolcanic eruption. Yellowstone sits at the top of a massive supervolcano, which erupted around 640,000 years ago. One of the most disturbing events that could lead to the closure of Yellowstone would be the explosion of this supervolcano. The outbreak would release an immense volume of volcanic ash, rock, and gases, triggering destructive consequences on a global scale. The immediate effects would be shattering, with the ejection of ash and pyroclastic flows threatening human life and covering large areas with a thick layer of ash, making the park uninhabitable. Well, the volcanic ash would also disrupt air travel and affect global climate patterns, leading to crop failures and ecological disruptions. In such a scenario, the authorities would probably prioritize public safety and close Yellowstone National Park until the situation settles, and the possible risks associated with volcanic activity are fully assessed. Risky earthquake activity. Yellowstone lies within an active seismic zone, making it sensitive to earthquakes. Although the park often experiences seismic tremors, a sudden and important increase in earthquake activity could result in the closure of Yellowstone. If a powerful earthquake were to happen, it could trigger landslides, alter geothermal features, and compromise infrastructure within the park, while posing risks to visitors and wildlife. In the event of a major earthquake, the authorities would need to assess the extent of the damage, assure the safety of visitors and employees, and repair or mitigate any hazards before reopening the park to the public. This process might take an extended period, ensuring a temporary or even long-term closure. Environmental catastrophe. Another shocking scenario that could lead to the closure of Yellowstone is an unusual environmental catastrophe. This could include an outbreak of a devastating wildfire, the spread of an infectious disease involving wildlife populations, or a serious pollution incident exposing the park's ecosystem. Such an event would necessitate immediate action to protect the park's flora, fauna, and the surrounding environment. Temporarily closing Yellowstone would allow authorities to address the situation, contain the damage, and implement important measures to prevent harm. Reopening the park would only happen once the ecological balance is restored and visitor safety can be ensured. Why cannot we afford losing Yellowstone? One of the major reasons why we must preserve Yellowstone is its great biodiversity. The park is home to a wide collection of species, including iconic animals such as grizzly bears, wolves, and elk. Yellowstone's ecosystem is delicately balanced, with each species playing an important role in maintaining its overall health and functioning. The loss of any key species could have far-reaching consequences, disrupting food chains, altering plant populations, and eventually leading to a cascade of ecological inequalities. Yellowstone is a living laboratory that allows scientists to study natural processes in their peaceful state. The park's geothermal features, such as the famous Old Faithful geyser, offer a unique opportunity to observe geological phenomena and learn more about Earth's inner workings. The geysers, hot springs, and mud pots of Yellowstone provide valuable insights into the planet's geology, hydrothermal systems, and volcanic activity. Losing Yellowstone would mean losing a necessary scientific resource and restricting our understanding of the world we live in. Beyond its scientific value, Yellowstone holds great cultural importance for indigenous communities and the American people. Native American tribes have deep historical connections to the land, considering it sacred and holding cultural ceremonies within the park. Yellowstone is also a symbol of America's commitment to conservation and the preservation of natural wonders for future generations. It serves as a reminder of the need to protect our natural heritage and maintain the balance between human activities and the environment. Unfortunately, Yellowstone faces many threats that put its future at risk. Climate change poses a serious challenge, with rising temperatures altering the park's ecosystems, affecting wildlife migration patterns, and increasing the frequency of wildfires. Human activities, including poaching, habitat destruction, and pollution, also compound these challenges. Unless we take immediate and strong action, we risk losing the very essence of Yellowstone that makes it so special. Conservation efforts and sustainable practices are important to protecting Yellowstone for future generations. This includes reducing greenhouse gas emissions, promoting renewable energy sources, and supporting initiatives that mitigate the effects of climate change. Well, strict regulations and enforcement against poaching, illegal hunting, and habitat destruction are necessary to protect Yellowstone's wildlife and fragile ecosystems. The collaboration between government agencies, conservation organizations, and local communities is necessary in executing effective management strategies for Yellowstone. Misinterpretation or miscommunication. It is possible that Joe Rogan's statement was misinterpreted or taken out of context. In the age of social media, where snippets and sound bites can easily circulate without the full context, it is not uncommon for claims to be sensationalized or distorted. It is possible that Rogan may have been referring to a particular incident or situation within the park that he found shocking, rather than a complete closure or a genuinely terrifying event. The importance of fact-checking. In an era dominated by information overload, it is necessary to fact-check and verify claims before accepting them as truth. While Joe Rogan is definitely a respected figure with a large platform, his statements, like those of any individual, should be scrutinized and verified with valid sources. Official announcements from the National Park Service or reputable news outlets should be consulted to collect accurate information about Yellowstone National Park's status and any critical events happening within its boundaries. Joe Rogan's claim about the closure of Yellowstone National Park and the presence of something terrifying happening within its borders has generated huge attention and concern. However, at the time of writing, there is no substantial evidence to support these statements. It is important to approach such claims critically and seek reliable sources to verify the information. While Rogan's influence is amazing, it is also good to depend on factual information from official sources to understand the true state of Yellowstone National Park and any events transpiring within it. So, as we bid farewell to this story, let us carry with us a renewed sense of commitment to protect our natural treasures. And who knows, maybe the mysteries of Yellowstone will be solved, revealing the truth behind the terrifying events that unfolded, or leaving us with a strong sense of wonder, reminding us that some secrets are best left to nature's keeping. That's it for today. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and click on the notification bell to stay updated. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you think someone else might enjoy it, don't hesitate to share it with them. Until next time, stay curious, keep learning, and never stop exploring.